for me, it's everything.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this was the big one.
It's just not about the value of something. It's
Sentimental.
the sentimental value is so important.
What you did here. Oh my God.
I can't wait to show Rossi this gorgeous ring that I just finished for her. I think she's actually getting off the elevator right now, and she is going to be seeing her custom diamond ring for the very first time. I'm so excited to show her this piece. This is the third piece that we've done together, and she's eager to see it, and I'm so happy to show it to her. So take a look at her reaction. I'm with Rossi today, and she's about to pick up her absolutely stunning custom diamond ring that I just finished making.
So excited. Okay, I did open it. Oh my God. This looks perfect. Oh my God. I love it. This looks better than my dream.
All the details.
I love it. Can I hug you? Is that right?
Yes.
This is brilliant. It looks so perfect. I can't believe you made it
so we can see that
perfect.
beauty.
Oh my God. You did such an amazing job, and you made it look so even because it's not even. I don't even know how you did that,
Yeah.
but you did such a wonderful job. It's so intricate and perfect. Perfect. That's the only word I could describe. It's perfect.
Awesome.
Oh.
Yeah.
I just can't believe it.
Yay.
Like, look at that. It just looks amazing. So, okay, this stone I stalked for 3 years because I was like, this is like my dream, like on my vision board. I'll never get it. And then, you know, I was able to acquire it, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna take it to you. And then you just did, like, it's just so perfect.
Yeah.
I can't. Oh, I told my daughters I was going to pick it up, and I was like, it will go to one of you.
Yeah, so speaking of your daughters, tell me what your thoughts are one day when one of them is going to be wearing this. What do you want them to feel when they wear this?
I want them to feel all the history in it. I want them to feel all the love in it, like all the love that you put into it. Like, I want them to feel history because I think, you know, these stones aren't being made anymore. They're not cut like this. And I think it's so great to have that piece of history with you. And I want them to pass it down to their children. And I want to keep going on and on and on. So all of my pieces, I want them to, you know, all the ones from you that I want them to be passed on. So
thank you. This is your third piece that we've done together now?
Yes. 3 is my favorite number.
Cool.
I mean, I have other pieces I want to do, but yeah, this was the big one.
Yeah.
So jewelry for me is a personal expression. And that's what I always tell my kids. It's a personal expression to do what they love. My youngest daughter, she loves to wear like big jewelry versus my middle daughter. She's very much like very just classic and sleek. And I just think everyone should have a chance to express himself with jewelry.
Yeah. I wanted to share a story with you that was actually pretty meaningful for me. My mom had passed down this gold necklace to me a few months ago. She just gave it to me. She's worn it before, and she said, here, I don't wear it anymore. Yeah. And I was gonna sell it for the gold because I never thought I'd be wearing this big gold chain. And for some reason I didn't. I put it in the safe here. And then a month later, she was diagnosed with 2 golf ball sized brain tumors in her brain. And this was just a few months ago in the summer. And I didn't sell that necklace. And thank God she's okay now, but I was so grateful that I didn't sell that because I just wanted something that was hers. And there was something about it when I would hold it, it felt like a connection with her. And I feel that way about making meaningful pieces like this because you told me when we first met that you wanted to have this for your daughter one day. And I was thinking about that when I was making it, how just like when I'm just so grateful I didn't sell that necklace because the monetary value of it, it's whatever, you know, I mean.
But it's the sentimental value.
Yeah, it's the sentimental value. It actually surprised me when that happened. And it even made what I do even more meaningful in my mind as an artist because it's just not about the value of something, the financial value, it's sentimental. The sentimental value is so important to me now. So with things, before I always thought about the value is in if I really loved the piece myself and it was because I wanted it. But now it's not even about that. It's just about the being of it and
who it came from,
who once wore it and loved it then. And so it has their love built into it, just like this ring has your love built into it for you to pass to your daughter one day. And I think that's gonna be really meaningful for her.
No, I know. And my Nana, when she passed away, I got her some of her pieces, and it's all costume jewelry. Nothing was real, but I keep it in a glass case, like her watch. And when I look at it, I remember her wearing her watch when she made Thanksgiving. And like her pieces, her costume jewelry, she would wear that to church. And I show that to my kids, and I'm like, this is Nana's, and this is what she wore. And I know it cost-wise, there's no value, but like for me, it's everything. And I'm like, eventually I will pass this down to you when you understand how valuable it is, and when I know you won't lose it.
Totally.
Well, I don't want you to lose it yet, but
I have the same thing with my grandma. She passed down something to me that it wasn't real, but it didn't even matter. And when I wear it, I will wear it on certain occasions where I feel like I want to bring her with me. And I know that might seem silly, but
I totally understand.
I just feel like there's this connection that I can't imagine with any other piece. It's really special. So.
Yeah, no, I totally understand that. My husband's like, why don't we get her watch fixed? And I'm like, I don't want to leave it with anyone. It doesn't matter if it doesn't work. It works for me.
Yes, it is so true.
The comparison is like insane. How it didn't look as bright in this setting as what you did here. It just looks like a different color. You know? You did such a wonderful. I keep saying perfect. That's the only word I can describe it.
Thank you so much. And one thing I wanted to point out was the inside of that support basket there is not polished. I do think that's important. If you're thinking from craftsmanship, from a holistic perspective on a piece, underneath your diamond, every angle is polished to perfection and under a microscope. And I really do think that it allows that diamond to shine brighter rather than having the dull surface on the inside underneath the diamond. And I know it's something that you can't tell, and you'll never know unless I told you.
But you definitely tell a difference between the two. If you had them like side by side, you'd be like, why is this one brighter even though you cleaned it? No, you can definitely tell.
Exactly. And the sleek claw prongs on that one, just flowing in line with the facets, it's something that
makes it so fluid.
Yeah, and we have to hand sculpt it. So when you have round prongs, there's actually a tool that you can do that makes it really fast. But by doing that, it takes a lot of time, but I really think it's worth it because your eye doesn't really focus on them. But when you do, it looks really beautiful as like an aesthetic part of the design.
Yes. Yeah. Definitely. I definitely can tell. No, you did such an amazing job. You always do though. I didn't doubt it for a second. It's the best thing. And I love the hidden halo because it doesn't take away from the center, but like that little sparkle on the side is so wonderful. And the prongs, it's just so great. It's amazing. I don't know what to say.
I'm so happy.
No, I love it. You did such a great job.
My client wanted to take this original ring that she had and redesign the settings so that it's upgraded to an entirely new modern setting. There are a few things about this ring that I absolutely love, and then a few things that leave some room for improvement. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna suggest to her the things that I would change just from a mechanical point of view and holding up long-term. And then we can keep the features that she absolutely loves. So let's dive in. The first feature that's fantastic for this particular type of setting are the double prongs. Now, I would recommend making them sleek double claw prongs because this particular diamond has enough surface structure on it that you're not going to be hiding the diamond away by covering it with double claw prongs, but it is going to provide maximum amount of security for a cushion cut diamond. So cushions are the diamond shape that we absolutely recommend double claw prongs on the corners of just for maximum security, since the shape is kind of like a pillow and there are not firm corners, but it's also not fully round like a round diamond. So by having these cushiony corners, having the double claw prongs is really going to provide ample security to ensure that it stays in place. By making them sleek claw prongs, they're going to be flowing in line with those angular facets of the diamond. So it's just going to blend in a little bit more rather than having the round blobs on the corners. The second thing that I'm going to be doing is making sure that the inside of the shank is comfort fit. So right now, the edges on the inside, they're actually pretty sharp. And when I put it on my finger, it just feels a little bit sharper than I would like to feel on my finger. So I'm going to definitely smooth out the inside to just be buttery smooth, and it's going to feel so good when she wears it. Another feature that I want to improve is if you take a look here, right behind this area, you'll notice a big gap of air. And what I want to do is minimize that gap so that way we need to make sure that the prongs are fully attached to that support bar, because right now, let's just say it gets knocked in a specific way. If this is knocked, it's going to get pulled back rather than being structurally secure, fixated to that bar there. And then if it were knocked there, the bar would would not peel back quite as vehemently or as violently as it would if, in this case, it would get knocked back completely to the point where it's joined. So we want to make sure that this prong is completely secure against this diamond. So if it were knocked out of place, it would not completely pull back all the way down. So I'm going to be keeping that in mind when creating this new setting so that all of the prongs are fully fixed against that bar of metal there for full support. We're also going to be adding diamonds to a hidden halo underneath that diamond. So by adding a hidden halo of diamonds, we're gonna allow it to have more sparkle, more shine, and if it's high polish, it's gonna have beautiful shine, but this is just gonna be adding a whole new level of sparkle to the ring. And who doesn't want more sparkle, right? So this client wants to have diamonds all the way leading up to the prongs. Now I did say we cannot have diamonds on the top of the prongs because that's just gonna make your prongs like Swiss cheese. But in this case, as long as we fix this prong set to the hidden halo there, then you're gonna have structural support to allow diamonds to be set here while also having ample support for that center diamond with that split double claw prong. Another feature I absolutely love about this ring is that it has a donut. Because it's such a large diamond, if I were just to create one thin bridge all the way across and raise that diamond up on top of it so that a wedding band can sit flush, what that does is it's gonna raise the center diamond higher off the finger than she wants. So by creating this effect of essentially it's a donut under here, a donut shape in line with the shape of the center diamond, we are going to keep that feature and then we're gonna add diamonds all the way across that donut. So by adding diamonds across the donut, it's gonna be stunning.
So one thing I'll wanna be doing on this ring is making sure that the prongs are straight, as these ones are a little bit tilted. And also the center diamond is set a bit crooked. You can tell that it's not quite in line with the horizontal plane.
If you take a look at these prongs, they look very smushed. And what I want to do is make sure that the prongs are very defined. And if they're split or if they're single prongs, it doesn't really matter. What my goal is to just make them look very defined. And I also want to make sure, one thing that I love about these diamonds is that they're set incredibly close together, which is exactly what a principle that I follow with all of my ring settings, is making sure that the diamonds are set incredibly close together to maximize the overall sparkle of the ring. But the downside to this particular setting is that those prongs are very mushy. And it doesn't appear that they became mushy from just overuse, just because I can tell that the way that the tool has created this outline, they're not flattened like it would be if it were just wear and tear. They actually have a smush effect based on the particular tool that was used. So I'm gonna make sure that even though these are well secure, they don't look as if anything is gonna fall out. I just wanna make sure that from an aesthetic point of view, they look very, very clean. And bam, the final result.